I think we should call the police.
Why? He's not hurting anything. Let him sleep.
He could be a crackhead or a rapist. At best, he's some dirty homeless person.
Oh no, not a homeless person. By all means, call the police.
Don't make fun of it. You never know what they're going to do.
I never know what you're going to do either, and yet here we are eating our lunch together in the park.
I just think you should be more careful. You're such a pushover.
A pushover? Nobody pushes me around.
Really? What about that overbearing mother-in-law of yours? I would have banished her from my life a long time ago.
She's Greg's mother.
So? She's mean as a snake to you. She acts like you're just some passing fancy in Greg's life. I saw how she ignored you at Greg's birthday party. She babbled on and on about her little Greggy and how special he is and what a good son he is.
Well, he is special, and he is a good son. Her only son, too.
Yeah, but she acted like you weren't even there. You did all the decorating, all the cooking. You even made this butterfly cake. She complained a butterfly cake wasn't appropriate for a man.
Well, she had no idea that Greg and I met at the butterfly garden at the zoo.
Yeah, and she didn't look like she cared either when you told her.
Well, I think he was embarrassed because everyone said it was the perfect cake.
And then there was the gift she gave him. He was speechless.
Okay, I admit it. That was a little creepy.
Yeah. A 20 by 24 wall portrait of her and Greg when he was 6 years old. Great.
It was an adorable picture of Greg, though, wasn't it?
Snap out of it. This woman is a menace. What about her inviting Greg, and only Greg, to go to Hawaii with her? Hello.
Like that was ever going to happen. You know, she doesn't seem to grasp the concept of what marriage is all about. Greg may go fishing with his buddies for the day, but no way would he go off for a week to Hawaii with his mother.
She fails to realize that Greg chose you over her. She needs to get her skinny butt out of your lives.
He didn't choose me over her. He chose me in addition to her. She's still his mother, no matter what.
Face it, she's always been a mean, selfish witch. She's the worst in-law ever.
She must have done something right. Greg is the closest thing to perfect that I've ever seen, and she had a hand in that. I hope when our kids come along someday, that she'll be there to make them just like their daddy.
You're way too nice. I'd lock the front door and maybe send her a 20 by 24 portrait of you, Greg, and the kids. Or not.
You're mean. Come on, let's get back to the office before we're late. So that's how I'm talked about behind my back. How ungrateful. So, what's wrong with me wanting to give my only child a portrait of one of the happiest moments of my life? I had a beautiful home, a husband I thought loved me, and the most angelic child ever born. I say I thought he'd love me, but that turned out not to be true. You know, it's the same old story, the good-looking, successful man who never seems to age, never gains an extra pound, and starts to feel like his old used wife needs to be traded in for something newer. And he couldn't even wait until Greg got out of school.
No.
Well, it makes a big difference. I had to take the first job I could find. I missed all of his school plays and the science fair. And when I took classes at night and on weekends, I missed most of his games, too. Oh, I know his father and his new wife were there occasionally. But I missed so much of him growing up. It wasn't fair. I may not have been perfect, but I was a good wife. It's like I missed so much of his childhood. And he missed so much of his childhood, too. He used to love it when I would bake chocolate chip cookies for him. But I was so tired when I got home from work in the evenings. I barely got dinner on the table. I know I wasn't as patient with him as I should have been. We hardly went to the movies anymore or the zoo. It's like I had too much to do. I did my best to see that he had everything he needed. And I always kept my home open to his friends. But, you know, when they get to be teenagers, they don't want to be anywhere near adults. That's when I felt like I really lost him. He would come home from soccer practice, do his homework, and then he'd be on the phone or the computer the rest of the evening. Yeah, you know it. Then he went away to college. I thought I would die. I knew the day that he drove off with his car packed to the roof that he wasn't my little boy anymore. Yeah, I do forget that now and then, don't I? Whenever I see him, I just want to wrap my arms around him and hold on for dear life. These last few years have just really left me in the dust, and he's just changed so much. No, you're right. That's not the way to handle things. I'm just pushing him away. And her. She really is wonderful. I couldn't have picked a better wife for him. She's sweet, she's smart, and she's hardworking. But you know what's the most amazing thing about her? She loves my son completely. You can just see it in her eyes. She just lights up when she sees him. What more could I want for him? So, you think I'm the one that needs to change? What if I don't know how? What if it's too late? You're right. I've changed before when I had to, and I surely don't want to lose them. What? Yes, I did save them, didn't I? Is that a good place to start? It's not me and him anymore. It's me and them now. And if I want to be a part of his life, the happy part of his life, I've got to remember that. Oh, God, can I do this? You're right. Where there's love, anything is possible. Thank you. I'm going to get started right away. Oh, thank you.
First got the wings.
I wonder why Mom picked this place to meet us.
I don't know. I come here all the time during the week to eat my lunch. It's so nice to get out of the office.
Mom's office is just down the street. Maybe she comes here too.
I've never seen her. I wonder what her surprise is.
Here she comes. Hi, Mom. You look great. Did you change your hair?
Hi, Melinda. You do look wonderful. Is that a new lipstick shade? It looks really nice on you.
Oh, you're so sweet. Yes, as a matter of fact, I did change my hair a little. And this is a new lipstick shade. You both are so observant.
You're our mom. Of course we noticed.
Mom, are you okay? Here, sit down. So what's up? You said you needed to see us here today.
I hope I haven't interrupted any plans you may have already had. This won't take long, I promise.
We're all yours.
For as long as you want.
I've been such an inconsiderate fool. Especially to you, Ellen. But I understand so much better now.
You understand what?
How perfect the two of you are together. There's nothing I could wish for more than to see my son so happy.
Oh, Mom. Thanks. That's the best gift you could ever give us.
Oh. Well, speaking of gifts, I have something for the two of you.
Oh, Greg, it's beautiful. Look at all the butterflies on it.
This is great, Mom.
Well, open it. I promise you, there's only a few photos of you and me together. And there are a few of Ellen, too, when she was growing up.
What? Where in the world did you get pictures of me?
I had a wonderful visit with your mom. I asked her for pictures of you as you grew up, and I mixed them in with pictures of Greg when he was growing up.
That's me in the 7th grade in a soccer game.
And that's me in my cheerleading uniform at my brother's football game.
And look, there the two of you are, going to different proms with two different people. You didn't know then that you were going to meet and fall in love.
This is such a beautiful gift. Thank you so much, Mom.
Oh, thank you. You called me Mom. That's the most meaningful gift you could give me, for now.
Uh-oh, here comes the baby head.
No, I promise to leave you alone with that until you two are ready. But on that trip to Hawaii, who knows? You never can tell.
Trip to Hawaii.
I don't know of anyone that I would want to spend a week with. But you guys should have a wonderful time. And these are good for up to a year.
Awesome.
Mom, you're the best. You know that. Oh, I almost forgot. When we first got here, there was some old guy on the other bench, and he's holding this daffodil. He said, "When the butterfly lady gets here, tell her I said, 'Welcome to my garden.'"
And Greg said, "What butterfly lady?" And the man said, "You'll know her when you see her."
He must have met you. Do you know who this old guy is?
I believe I do. He and Anna had quite a chat here one day when I was in my chrysalis stage.
The chrysalis stage.
Never mind now. You two fly away. I've got some flitting away of my own to start doing.